Mute. All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Carbonear. I'm here at Honda Town in Carbonear, and I was drumming it up a little bit over the weekend, and I'm happy to announce I'm doing something both new and familiar. We're going to do a contest, and that contest is for a very cool grand prize, which I think as we get closer to winter and the rain, because it's raining pretty decently now. It was raining a lot heavier earlier. Will eventually, well, not today, change to snow. So we are going to see it. Now, I was looking at the long range forecast, and not a whole lot of snow in there yet for eastern Newfoundland. Not to say we're not going to see any, but it's coming. It's just, as always, a question of a question of when rather than if. All right, so without further ado, let's step over here, and I'm going to show you two things. One, Percy McDonald.
Hello.
Owner of Honda Town Carbonear. Percy, thank you very much for being here with me this afternoon.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me. And, we've been chatting back and forth for a little while now about doing a contest, and this is going to be a photo contest, so come over here a little bit more.
Yep.
We're going to do a photo contest, and so enter a weather photo. Again, semi-familiar, and you're in the grand prize draw for this machine right here. So would you mind telling us what this is?
Well, this is the Honda 622 HSS snowblower, 22-inch cut, 6 horsepower. And it has electric start as well, a track model machine. This snowblower is like a little tank in snow.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wins this is going to be really, really happy. They'll be able to handle whatever winter has to throw at them.
Yeah, it's going to be a great product. Like now, can't speak for a whole lot else because I've only had a Craftsman beyond my Honda.
Right.
But I can vouch for Honda blowers. They're wonderful machines. Mine has lasted me a long time. I've heard nothing but good things about these. And the cool thing about this is, while it's on tracks, like I know mine, it's bigger. It's a 2.8.
Yes.
It's way heavier to handle. So
yes.
Something like this is probably a little bit easier to maneuver around.
It's great. It's light. You can do big jobs with it, but you can also do your walkways or your patios or anything like that. It's just an excellent machine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so for folks to kind of get a sense of like, what does a machine like this cost? So if someone were to come and buy this machine, what's the retail on it?
The retail, the MSRP of this machine is $31.49 plus tax.
Right. So it's not an inexpensive machine.
Exactly.
It's a great prize for really anybody. But if you're wanting to take this machine home, well, you can either come and buy one, obviously.
Sure.
Absolutely. That's the way to guarantee it. But you could also win one. So you go to sheerweather.ca/photo contest, or you can just go to sheerweather.ca. There's a button there that says Enter the Weather Photo Contest. You tap on that button. That'll take you to the entry page. You got to be a resident of Newfoundland and Labrador. And we're going to take entries, I think, until December 17th, or once we hit 50,000. So one of those two things is going to happen. I think we're going to do the draw date regardless. I think on the 19th, I think is what we have.
Yeah.
Not always good with dates, as folks who follow me know. I don't know what date is anytime. But the official contest rules are on the website and on the entry page. Percy, anything else you want to say before I give the folks watching a quick weather update?
No. I mean, whoever wins this they're gonna have a great machine, and of course, we can help to arrange the delivery.
Yep.
I don't think I can win it, can I, Eddie?
I don't think so.
No.
I think you probably already have.
Yeah, I do. I have a few.
Yeah. And we're going to do free delivery on the Avalon.
Yes.
And outside of that, you'll arrange that with Percy.
We'll work it out.
And we'll figure it out.
Yep.
But that's where we are. Again, open to residents in Newfoundland, Labrador. Great prize as we get into winter and Christmas, even though it's not looking a lot like winter out there now. We know it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
We're going to get it at some point, for sure.
It's only a matter of when, right?
That's it.
Not a question of if, like when, like the folks in Labrador are seeing right now. All right, Percy,
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thanks, Eddie. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to chat a little bit about the weather now. And as you can see, we have a great grand prize there. I'm going to go through the forecast. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them about the snowblower and about the weather photo contest. But again, you can enter that, sheerweather.ca. Tap on that second button, enter the weather photo contest, and you're in the grand prize draw. All right, let's talk about the weather real quickly. Temperatures have come up significantly from earlier when it was quite a bit cooler, but it's 11 degrees now in St. John's, 10 degrees in Bonavista. I'd reckon it's similar out here in Carbonear. Kind of nothing wrong with the temperature unless you're wanting cool stuff. Now, it's not going to get much warmer as we go throughout the remainder of the day. We're looking at 11 right now in Bonavista, 11 in St. John's, a little bit cooler for, or excuse me, 11 for the high in Bonavista rather, and a little bit cooler for areas of the south coast where those winds are going to be onshore. The winds were a lot stronger earlier than they are now. Live radar now shows all of the heavy rainfall has lifted off toward the north for the time being. There is another area of heavy rain down to the south, and we can see it clearly sitting right back in here. And that's really probably from like Grand Falls, Windsor, and Buckens down to the south. And that too is going to be moving in this direction. So while it's not doing a whole lot now on the Avalon and for areas like Clarenville, the Bonavista Peninsula, the Northeast Coast, it's going to be kind of in short order. So something to keep in mind is we're not quite done with the rain just yet. And as I broaden out the view even more, the simulated radar imagery as well as the satellite shows that we have the snow pushing up into Labrador. That's going to pick up in intensity as we go throughout the afternoon, and the rain lifting north of most of Newfoundland. But again, that's not going to last. We have one more round to get through, and then we'll say goodbye to the rain as we get into this evening. Now, temperature-wise, or excuse me, wind-wise, not as windy now as it was this morning. It was pretty nasty this morning. We're only gusting 46 in St. John's, gusting 52 in Bonavista. All the wind warnings that were in effect have since been ended. We are looking at some winds gusting 50, 60 for the remainder of the day, but the gusts to 80, 90, 100, those are done with as the wind core has moved north. And as we go through the remainder of the day, we're going to see one more round of rain lift through. Temperature is going to stay mild on the island in Labrador. The snow continues away from the coast. On the coast, we get a mix of rain and kind of sloppy wet snow. And as we get into tomorrow morning, it starts to cool down. The west coast, see showers going over to flurries and or some snow squalls. And then in the north and west part of Labrador, the snow continues tomorrow morning, which should get a little bit less widespread in the afternoon. Rainfall left to go, not a whole lot, 5-10 millimeters at the most, although on the coast of Labrador, potentially another 10 to 20 millimeters on the way or so. Cartwright forecast for you is close to 40 millimeters of rain. Snowfall-wise in Labrador, we are looking at significant amounts, but most of that is going to be inland over the higher terrain, right? So Goose Bay shows 6 centimeters. If I were to zoom in, which we can do, you'd see most of that is going to be in the hills. Down in the valley, not expecting a whole lot. Cartwright, Rigolette, Makovic, Hopedale, not a whole lot expected in these areas either. And again, we'll zoom in to kind of the Goose Bay area, and you can see that tight gradient between Goose Bay and the hills off to the west. The hills off to the west are going to see the significant snowfall. So if you're going on the TLH between Goose Bay, Churchill Falls, or Lab City, or vice versa, you're going to find the wintry weather in those areas. Snowfall warning in effect for Eagle River. There's a special weather statement up for the Red Bay to Lansinclair area for snow inland and over higher terrain. Also, something I didn't mention with respect to the contest. The app, great spot. The app, I'm waiting for an update. Once we get the update, you'll be able to enter the photo contest directly from the app, okay? So there's a button there as well, takes you to the same page. You can enter more than once, familiar, only one entry per person per day, okay? And again, the rules are, we're gonna take entries until we get to 50,000 or until December 17th, I believe. All right, let's see if there's any questions that I can take in the comments. Thanks for the forecast. Watching from Carbonear, watching from Twillingate. Good one for you. Any questions? Not a whole lot of questions. Okay, so we're all good, I think. Anyway, I'll have another forecast update for you this afternoon, well, be this evening, really. In the meantime, have a very good Monday, and be sure to enter the Honda Town Weather Photo Contest.